Alright, thank you for joining me for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the trilogy. We'll probably start here in just a moment. Thank you all for tuning in either now or later. And I'm gonna try reading all of the voices. We'll see how it works out. Unlike Telltale Games, this does not come with voice acting. Let's go with new game. Okay, I was wondering how this would work, if it would be like one big game or if it would just let you select between 3 different games. According to the copyright, they came out in 2001, 2002, and 2004. So this is going to be some pre-9/11 and then directly post-9/11 media. I wonder if we'll be able to notice it between the first and second game. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Justice for All, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, trials and tribulations. Very neat. Alright, without further stalling, let's play this game. Episode 1, the first turnabout, we have to select that, it looks like. Got a Steam achievement for that, for just starting to play it. Gasp. 3 times over. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Someone's doing a murder. Gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. What does court record do? Is that like a transcript of everything? Nope, that's my inventory. Interesting. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes, actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. One of the reasons I became an attorney. That sounds like a big, conflict of interest. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death. Despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. This is the perfect client to, start out with. Yeah. Sigh. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. Can't live in a world without her. I can't. Let's see. I'll change the text skip to a single box skip. So we don't accidentally miss anything. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. I just can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. I could present that newspaper in court. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Flashback to the murder. That we've already flashed back to. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. The whole school thought he smelled. It's pretty remarkable. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. So this is my first murder trial, and I'm doing it as like a favor for someone. Am I like a whole other kind of attorney? Maybe I'm like a divorce attorney, just winging it. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. And I'm ready. Prosecution is about to get fucked. By that I mean, the defense is ready, Your Honor. This is just like the plot to My Cousin Vinny. I've never seen that movie, but after this game, I won't need to. Ahem, says the judge. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. He was not impressed by that stuttering. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hand shaking. Eyesight fading. This is the worst time to have a stroke. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It would be really funny to give the wrong answer for this, but I actually know the right answer for once. Larry Butts, the guy we were just talking to, who wants to be found guilty. Excellent client. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Otto. No? No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix is just like me. For real, for real. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Skull emoji. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it anytime, okay? I don't change the key glyphs when I'm using a controller. I'm using a controller, but they have in the button prompts, but as a dialogue, they don't change it. That's interesting. It's RB on the controller. We can see that, thankfully. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Wait, so who is Mia? Mia is either our assistant or our boss. One of the two. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case. Let's check the Cindy's autopsy report. I guess we can't check it anymore. Oh, there's Mia Fey, chief attorney at Fey & Co. My boss, and a very good defense attorney. Neat. So I'm assuming first name, Cindy, of the victim. I could really wing it and go for Cinder Block. Save that one for Batman, I guess. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? I like how the judge is just testing my basic, trial awareness. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. I was there for the flashback. She was struck once by the blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Phoenix Wright is a basically aware and cogent individual. I now entrust the client and his livelihood to his judgment. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? Look at this picture, Your Honor. It was the Thinker. The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker, to be precise. It was found lying on the victim, next to the victim. Lying on the floor next to the victim. There we go. I see, the court accepts it into evidence. Knowing the most basic facts of the case is proven. You're ready? True, true. I am ready to be a lawyer. And it was added to the court record, so if we forget, we just have to remember to remind ourselves. Right, be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Thanks, boss. Evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Well, and this gun I brought. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. We'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. We can't see his massive erection right under the stand. Mr. Butts, is that not true? Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. I like to imagine his teeth are just always like that. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I don't think Butts is the type of man to have actually read the books. He just reads online comments about them. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Picture of the passport, Your Honor. Picture of the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record, which we should check frequently. If you forgot to remember that. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but it did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money, and something else from them, and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this stone was. Enter into the court record. She was a whore. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering? I don't know, what do you think? Maybe Larry will be like, I want to eat the cum out of her pussy and her ass. And then we have to enter that in the court record. And then the judge will nod. And be like, yes, let's put this into evidence. Stop him? Okay. Let's follow our boss's advice. Nia has some good advice, probably. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Wince. I made the prosecution wince. I want that put in the record. That the prosecution winced. Dude, Nick, what do you mean, irrelevant? That's that cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna slash her tires in hell. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I think we should let him keep going, personally. I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Heh. Heh heh. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did not. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Should probably stop him again. You probably don't want me to ask you every, dialogue option. But let me know if you have a different opinion for anything. I'll just choose to stop him. And let me know if you want me to ask you more frequently. Or if I should just go with my intuition. Let's send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Finally, a language he understands. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Is this the guy that actually did the murder that framed Larry? From the flashback. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Yeah, this is the guy that actually did the murder. We probably won't always get a flashback telling us who actually did it. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? He's very early 2000s. Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he had left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Reminder, this is all a lie. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment was not working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Oh yeah, in the early 2000s. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock. And the man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Dun. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend you against a testimony like that. Just an upstanding non-murderous citizen, like Mr. Sawit. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment, working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during the blackout? Landlines and all that? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Records on records on records. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, that is me. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? I remember what that is vaguely. I'm an attorney. All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Exclamation marks. How do I prove he's not? It's gotta show the judge the flashback that we were shown at the beginning. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Maybe you'll come. Okay. Open the court record with button, and point out contradictions in the testimony. Neat. time to cross-examine, I guess. So we choose which line specifically is the lie. The same button to look at the evidence. Okay. Does the autopsy report have time of death? Yep. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So he was lying about the time. Good catch there. I assume that's what you meant. Let's see, I think that was one of his later lines of dialogue. Thank you for participating in the courtroom with me. I think you're the only jury member. I think there's a judge, me as the defense attorney, our boss, and you as the jury who can help with the evidence. Let's see. He mentions 1 p.m. at some point. Yeah, it's at the end here. There we go. So we present the autopsy report. Objection. You lying bitch. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Answer to this manila envelope. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Her statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Objection. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Our LA Noire skills really carry over here. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? We're doing this whole thing, but just, again, this is gonna be another lie. Unless he's just gonna admit to the murder, that'd be cool. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Blackout. Yeah, true. I just thought of that as well. Good point. I see you heard a voice saying at the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Cross-examination. So does he mention the blackout? No, we have to pick the dialogue about the taped program or the TV, would it? Or the TV being on, maybe. This line of dialogue, probably. Do we have a report about the blackout record? Yes. Objection. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Ding. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah, Defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Looking a little distraught on the stand. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sewit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. He's really gonna lie a third time. In front of me, in front of the judge, in front of you. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. I'm about to, murder this bitch verbally. He will have no ethos when we're done with him. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. Was it? First, let's look at the records, I think. Let's see. Maybe it's the passport? Maybe? I don't know. Oh wait, is he saying that the clock was the murder weapon? That's a contradiction. Oh, okay, yeah. You got it before me. The Thinker statue was the weapon, not the clock. So that's going to be the line of dialogue with the contradiction. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Why, you with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? And I present my attorney's badge. Just answer the question, Mr. Sewit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Page. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? I mean, he's still a bitch. And I don't think his intent was, to mean that, but I guess I'm supposed to, can I look at the court record before answering? Okay, we can look at the court record. No, he still said it was 1 p.m. So, there's still a time contradiction there. Yes, he didn't go in. Oh yeah, true. He said he, didn't go into the apartment at all. Yes, I do have a problem. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. My best viewer, Ezra Sinclair, told me that. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartments to murder him. I mean, he could have also known the victim. I feel like both of them are pretty real and pretty relevant. I guess that's which one is more relevant, so went into the apartment would be the more relevant of the two. Yeah, went into the apartment, I agree. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. We saw the flashback. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. Rewind the stream, bro. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh, there is a jury. They're just like weirdly removed from the actual courtroom. They're like up and off to the sides. Order in the court. I'll say it again. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sewit, this is a colored still image of the flashback from earlier for your viewing pleasure, Your Honor. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the motor weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time of Yakin. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Very based. On the other hand, just look at the witness's face. Never. He's about to break stream TOS, don't want to do that. Would the witness care to elaborate? Don't say anything that has to be struck from the record. Did you strike the victim with the clock? Speaking of strikes. That day. I never, look. The clock, I heard no. He ripped off his toupee, I didn't get to finish, reading his mental breakdown. That's cool. Shut up, I hate you. I'm bald, now you can't convict me. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Like how he still has hair from the back view. Order in the court, I said. Give the witness back his hair. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sewitt heard was definitely this clock. And a fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Let's look at the court record. Let's see. Was the door open? Maybe it could have been the neighbors if the door was open. Try sounding the clock, it will be off. Okay. Yeah, it could be that. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. It certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sewitt heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sewitt, try to talk your way out of this one. Well, there we go. That seems pretty damning evidence to me. Ha, you forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what is he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Dang. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Alright, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, Judge. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sewitt. Came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. I really did almost get him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. That sounds dumb. I feel like there should have been more evidence. Oh, was our boss gonna save us? Not so fast, Mr. Sewitt. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Feels like a very arbitrary legal system. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I mean, if I try, probably. Correct answer is probably yes. You say yes, yeah, I would go with yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ah, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The passport to Paris, yeah. I was thinking that too, either that or the time of death. I think it's the passport. Isn't it? Take that. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sewit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Okay, got him. Bake him away, toys. Yeah. Foams at the mouth. Fucking dies. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. That's convenient, very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay, confetti. I like to think I put that confetti there. And with that, this court is adjourned. Everyone laughs, freeze frame. We all learned a lesson. It turns out that Frank Sewit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, gonna see this flashback again. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sewit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sewit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And then the murder happened. I like this game so far, but I think I can only do one episode at a time. Do you want to finish the episode of Telltale Batman we were on? That could be fun. Woo, I still can't believe we won. Right, great job in there. Congratulations. But thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. His eyes are stars, and he is sobbing. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Try Batman? Okay. We'll try Batman as soon as we click through Larry's existential crisis. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Looks like he's all got it figured out. Good. Wait. No. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed. But my Cindy. My Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Yes, we established that. Blunt force trauma to the head. We saw the flashback like 4 times. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. I like how Phoenix just dismisses her death. Because she was like a sugar baby. Congratulations, Harry. It's Phoenix, but okay. Oh, she's talking to Larry. Nice. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Eh. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey. Here, take this. Take the murder weapon? Yeah, sure. It's a good conversation piece. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. I kinda wish we got the murder weapon. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Won't that make you want to just cry? Sob. Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Uh-huh. Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I could give him the murder weapon? Look at her blood on the statue. Let's see. Would it be the statue? Or would it be the passport? Since the statue was, the gift that he gave her, that she had. I don't know, maybe my other thought is that she was going to Paris for him for some reason. But I don't have anything else besides statue. I don't think it would be. You say the statue? Okay. Let's try the statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Oh, what about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. I could have shown him the autopsy report, that would have been funny. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. I mean, I was already a lawyer. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. All of our clients are innocent. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why he became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Drinks and then more drinks? Yes, please. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me up. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. That clock gets around, it's gonna murder someone else. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end? Question mark. Got a Steam achievement for that. And unlocked a brand new episode. We can get to that when we're done with Batman if you like. Or whenever we get back to it. Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Oh no, our cellular is ringing. Pineapple twitches? Absolutely. This is the pineapple twitching. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I got you. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, but thicker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis, with a capital S. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock is not talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 p.m., pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. Could really go for a good burger. Better take me to McDonald's, sis. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. That cellular do beep though. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Oh god, another pineapple is twitching. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. I see you right over there. Starting episode 2, even though we're switching to Batman. I don't know if it's a post-credits of episode 1 or not. Let's click through this conversation, see if it gets us anywhere. Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. I think this is like Frieza. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Oh no, did she just get murdered? That's crazy. The next guy came back and, murdered our boss. What a setup for episode 2. A better setup than Batman probably had. Alright, let's save the game here. And when we get here, Phoenix will discover the body. Same murder weapon. Alright, let's go do some Batman. Still do some investigations. A little more violence, a little less legal proceedings. Batman should be on stream. So it was pretty crazy how Maya got killed off. We're gonna have to do the next trial all on our own. Alright, let's go be the enemy within. As soon as we connect to the server and check for DLC. Which I'm pretty sure is just episodes 2 through 5. And hopefully we can get rid of Harley Quinn pretty quickly. Last time we were knocked out, and we were just waking up here
to our little hideaway.
with the Joker.
Home away from
I
home.
guess.
The end of the line. We're happy to have
Classic Joker hideout.
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you
Oh
got
look,
what
I
you
found a
needed.
bang.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change
We
her
were trying to
mind?
do that for a while
Could
last time.
someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill
The handcuffs are on my wrists, Bane, but good try. I appreciate the, You need my support,
What I
Bane.
have is influence, and that is worth a lot.
Spoken like a man who has never had to do hard work.
Who the hell wants to do hard work?
I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this. Thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the phalanx key. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here.
I'm pretty sure they do and do.
Whoopsie.
What the hell?
Turn it off!
Cut it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
Do something about what? You want me to turn on the
What
power?
have you done?
I found Mr. Freeze, who is here now, apparently.
You need to uncuff me.
Should have uncuffed me a while
Don't
ago, but
screw this up.
all's well that ends well.
You fool!
Mr. Freeze
can turn
ain't
it
shit
off.
without his
Make
mech
it
suit.
stop, or I will seal you both in ice.
I don't think we've seen Telltale Mr. Freeze yet,
I
though.
swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
Will he, though? Will you, Mr. Freeze? Alright, I guess I'll switch it. There we go. That didn't fucking work. Oh, we have to do more. Oh, do they all have to, like, turn green? Is that the idea? Since that one's red. Then we hit the switch. No? Well, I'm glad Mr. Freeze isn't feeling a sense of urgency. Okay, now do we hit the big switch here? Oh wait, we have to follow the diagram on the upper right, it looks like. Ow. Rude. That face, though. That could be a meme.
Freeze is coming. What have you done?
A horrifying meme. Alright, at least we know the solution to the puzzle. Freeze
You
ran
need
out
to
of
uncuff.
patience right as we figured it out.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
Thanks for the reminder
I
not
can turn it
to
off.
screw this up,
Make
Harley.
it stop, or I will seal you both in ice. I swear,
Alright,
if you don't
so
get that
this one
electricity back on immediately,
and this one.
I'll send you to a frozen hell.
First schematic matched. Okay, so now we have to do this more times. Great. Isn't Mr. Freeze supposed to be a super smart scientist? Shouldn't he have a bit of cross specialization expertise going on here?
Well, at least we know that it works.
We fixed a generator,
I must check on Nora.
and Mr.
See
Freeze
how
is
she
not
is.
thankful.
You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Lick my balls,
Everyone
babe.
back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
Thanks for the
That was a
encouragement,
nice
Joker.
job before. Come on up to my office. Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little. You showed me you were loyal back at your office. Did everything I asked, despite all the trouble I gave you. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit. Well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
Nah, thought it was
No
fun.
apology necessary. All in good fun.
Fun?
Again, you should have
seemed
hit that
pretty
woman in
cut
the
up
elevator.
about it at the time. I wouldn't blame you if you were mad, but I want you to understand. You seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it. It's just
I
a
would
part of
never
who I
judge
am.
Harley Quinn or Joker.
We all wear masks, Harley. You don't have to
The
be a criminal
epitomes
for
of
that.
mental
Even
health
you?
and model lifestyles.
You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg. Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze.
Freeze
John's
is also
sweet.
a powder keg.
Believe me, he's got heaps of potential.
He killed me because I took
But
like
he's
30
still a
seconds
growing
to
boy.
fix a broken
You,
generator.
though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns.
Depends on the job. I'm
job.
lazy.
Sounds intriguing. What's the target?
I like you, Brucey, but I never give up all my secrets on a first date.
Bitch, I'll need
It's
to know what the job
and
is.
you don't need to know. All will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day.
He does. I need to beat
if
him up.
you're gonna come
That's
with,
on my
you
bad
gotta
to-do
convince
list.
the others.
Convince them.
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
I don't think Bane likes
I
me.
get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty.
I
Show
don't know
me
if
got
you have a
both,
different
and I'll
read
come
on him.
around.
I personally don't
He's a
think
man's man.
Bane likes me.
I don't got much time for all that burly machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
Listen, I know about your father. About how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
Hey, my mistake.
I didn't mean to
know I would
anger you.
upset you.
I thought you would
Says I'm
relate through
upset.
my terrible dead parents.
If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private life? You got some inside track I don't know about.
You're gonna shoot me?
That's what guns are for, aren't they?
Put that away before I...
What was that? I can't hear ya.
Well, damn. I guess it was possible to fail that conversation.
You snooping around my private life?
What happens
You
if I
got
stay
some
silent?
inside track I don't know about.
I like how my last words were, "Are you gonna shoot me?"
What was that? I can't hear ya.
Do I have to lie to get out of that situation?
You snooping around my private life?
It wasn't exactly a secret in Arkham, Harley. People talk, especially when they're out of their minds on meds.
That's right. Your stint in the loony bin.
Still friends?
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.
It'd be hilarious if I could
So
directly
what's the
bring it
deal
up
with
again.
Freeze? He's unique.
The
You mean
dialogue
why he's
option was
fooling
just
wrapped up
still
in
there.
Machinery? Accident in the lab. Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead.
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, that explains why he flipped when the EMP went off.
I don't
How
know.
romantic.
Sounds pretty romantic to me.
Bruce, you big softy.
Someday they can be blue
I
together.
suppose you could see it that way. That's just made him into such an angry person. You know? It's tearing him up inside.
I guess he's
Talking
among
about
good
his
company.
wife
then.
is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you. But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.
That was way too long spent talking to Harley. Hopefully we never have to do that again. Can we beat up Bane now? I'm pretty sure I can just take him hand to hand as Bruce Wayne. And I just walk up to him, start punching him with no context. That would be neat. Let's see. Who do you think we need to talk to? I guess Bane. Let's slowly walk over here. Talk to
I
Bane.
was hoping to get another chance to speak with you.
Thirsty work. My throat is dry. Fetch.
I'm flattered, but I don't feel the same way about you. He wants a bottle of water. Is it all the way over here? I'm not seeing anything like that. Is it over here? Maybe in John's shack right here.
Hey, buddy! It's always so good to see you. Like, so good.
Always good to see you, John.
I've been wanting to say, Bruce, thanks for helping me out before, and your office, making me look good.
Actually thought you'd be mad about what happened before Wayne Enterprises. You know, Harley really seemed to be...
Not at all. Harley and I talked and talked about how lame you are. It was by far the longest we've ever talked without her losing interest. It was great. I should have known
All right.
right when we pinky sweared
Again,
that
we are the
everything would work out great.
trio of the most emotionally dysfunctional
Harley
people.
wants me to try to get in good with Bane and Freeze.
I think
An
you're
amazing
well on your way
combination
to
of
doing just
sexual
that.
tension,
And
jealousy,
I've been
resentment,
doing, you know,
in all three
what I
directions.
can to help too. You didn't catch it? When it looked like Bane might kill you, I set off that EMP, you know, as a distraction. Thought it might give you a chance to show off your technical skills in front of Freeze.
That was intentional? John, how did you manage to do that?
No Bane was going to kill you? Seemed like a safe bet.
No, Lucius would have put safeguards on the EMP to keep you from doing exactly what you did.
Then I guess we both got really lucky. And wouldn't you know it, you nailed it. You already know I like you, Bruce. You better get cracking on getting those other guys to like you too. Because I don't want to have to watch what happens if they don't.
Does he have a water bottle I can look at?
Priska.
Can I take this, Joker?
Now, Bane loves that beer. I
This
bought
will
some
get
for
Bane to
when I
like
need
me.
to talk to him. He's scarier than anybody in Arkham.
Alright, anything else here? Nah, I don't think so. Let's go give this to Bane. And then I guess we'll also have to talk to Mr. Freeze. We can do that now, or we can give this beer to Bane. Beer Bane. Bane beer. Beer for Bane. Give beer.
Just thought you
Give
looked
Bane
thirsty.
beer. Mr. Freeze likes talking about his frozen life.
Please, come.
Yeah, that'll probably be fatiguing to listen to. Alright, can I beat up Bane now?
Riddler,
Are we doing
He
this?
bombed your building and killed your friend. Someone did that to me.
Can I please beat him
I
up
bombed
now?
their building, kill their friend. As Riddler's friend, I have to know, are you here for payback? Did you come for revenge? Answer me, or I will break you in half.
Riddler is dead. Any revenge I wanted, I already got.
He did not deserve such an end. But you have a point. In this line of work, one cannot be too careful. Trust has been the hardest thing to find, especially after Riddler's death. We'll see if you can be trusted, Wayne. Very soon.
I zoned out almost entirely for that conversation, but I'm sure Bane feels good about himself. And he'll work with us on Harley's heist. Now let's go smile and nod as Mr. Freeze grieves poorly about his wife.
I heard about your wife, and
Oh goddamn.
What are you trying to pull? You'll answer me if you're smart and understand the concept of self-preservation.
what you're doing, that kind of love, it's rare.
My wife followed your goings-on in the society columns, Wayne. You are more familiar with lust than love.
That's how I know how precious that kind of love is. What if you get caught? Sent to prison. What happens to your wife then?
What do you propose?
I own technology companies, Victor. Big ones. You could house and protect her. Continue your research to cure her.
Why? Why would you do this?
Oh, I'm not doing it for nothing. I expect a full return on my investment.
Practical. I respect that. I'll talk to Bane. Make sure he thinks you're on the level.
You have my word.
I may have misjudged you.
Nice. You made semi-friends with all the
Good
villains.
luck.
We are social butterflies.
He was with my crew at the police arsenal.
Can I beat up
The
Bane now?
prisoner he was supposed to be guarding
This will
got
be a
away,
great spot with all the witnesses.
and yet he doesn't have a scratch on him.
This is crazy!
I suspect we have a traitor among us. One begins to smell a rat after Riddler's murder and that prisoner getting away. Loyalty is all that we have. But there can be no trust unless I can believe that you are who you say you are, and that you are really willing to do all that you claim. Only one of you walks out of here.
You know me!
The sooner one of you picks up that pipe and bashes the other's head.
See, I have training. This will be really easy for me.
Fine. I'll prove it!
So good at manipulating villains? Hell yeah. I couldn't do it without you, Ezra. But I do appreciate that. See, this is easy. Be brutal, be merciful. Let's be merciful to this guy. You probably don't want to see me beat him up, although that'd be pretty funny. I'd rather beat up Bane. Imagine if we had the option to just take that weapon and swing at Bane with it and have that fight. That'd be pretty cool.
The package is moving.
What's
Look at
going
her
on?
saying important
job we've
things
been
from
getting
a
ready
couple
for.
stories of.
It's happening.
Good. I'm ready.
Not so fast, the money bags. You're not in the pact. Not yet. Not till everyone votes. What do you say, boys? Bruce Wayne. In or out?
The aristocrat lacks the backbone to dirty his hands. Out.
There may be more.
I
to
got
it
you a
than
beer,
first
dude.
appeared.
You
can be
fucking
trusted.
traitor. Is that beer worth nothing?
You
I'm not gonna believe you next
Bruce
time
is
you
strong and smart
next time you say you
and
like that beer.
Like super handsome. It's nuts, you guys. And where was
Hell
I
yeah.
going with this?
Give me kisses,
Right.
Joker.
I vote in.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular? We got a majority, folks. Bruce is in. You
So
earned a
I
ticket to
assume
ride,
if
pal.
I could have
Make
been
sure that EMP
voted
shielding is
out?
on those
Would I have
APCs.
just failed at
I
that
don't need
point?
any surprises.
Or is there like a narrative branch of this episode where you don't go on the heist
When
and
we
have to
work
do something
together,
else?
No one can stop us. When we work together, the world can be ours.
I don't care enough to replay the game, but I almost
Somebody
care enough
grab
to
that thing.
Google
It's
it.
important. Let's go hit him with the hide.
Got a Steam achievement for making friends with the supervillains. Midtown Heights, 11:40 p.m. This game evolves to your choices, Kirby. The loading
Wayne,
screen told me
get
so.
close.
It's true. It's true.
Make your device ready.
And it does
Will
adapt
do.
to the way you play. Alright, let's turn on the device.
EMP primed and ready to go.
This is when the good part starts, probably.
Harley,
Yeah. What?
we have almost reached the target vehicle.
Kinda funny
You
seeing
are
Bane
fighting our escape.
drive a truck.
On the move with targets.
You think he would fit in a smart car?
Get your people here. Now.
They've got your signal locked. Cavalry is on the way.
Now we do this.
Bane and Mr. Freeze together on a road trip. That is a comedy I would like to see / read. Even if it can't be a movie, that should definitely be a comic. That would be a good episode of a good Batman cartoon.
Here, it's really happening. I'm feeling some butterflies in my stomach.
We have an obstruction ahead, both lanes. Armored vehicles. Service weapons at the ready. Do not engage.
Now, Wayne, do it!
What was that?
What's going on?
HQ, do you copy?
My gun, it's fried.
All comms are down.
Do
Move!
guns work like that?
Carry the torch, Mr. Suit.
I guess they have special sci-fi guns. were very dramatically standing in the street. Yes, we're here and we're queer. Get used to it.
Stay down.
Mr. Freeze is a lot less intimidating without his mech suit. Punch him, Lamau. Stand down.
Alright, everyone on the ground, now!
Your place is on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Freeze, open the door. Everyone, stay sharp and keep order. Allow no sudden moves. And no talk.
Strike it. Go on. Quickly. You were wondering what's in there. Find out for yourself.
Back off, or I'll shoot.
Well, I guess he tried.
Don't.
Break it all!
We don't have time for this.
We're not done here, Wayne.
I would not turn my back on him. I'll leave this clean up to you, but hurry. Men, seize the cargo.
Get out of here! Waller, where are you?
Yeah, shouldn't Waller have like shot Bane in the head like 5 minutes ago?
Waller here.
That's a good
Let them
point.
have it, Wayne.
What are you talking about?
She is really
Let them have it.
underperforming.
It's not worth my agents' lives.
Alright, that is not the Waller I know.
You can't be serious. You were supposed to be here.
She's really fucking this up.
Break out the artillery and disable their vehicles.
Damn it.
We can fix this all later. For now, just move it. Waller out.
I don't
So
wanna
that's
hurt ya,
her fuck up, not mine.
but I will blow your heads off if you make me. Eat concrete. Lights out.
Put out that fire!
I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with their heads.
It's a warrior's death!
Head off Bane, head off Harley. Will the other one just get shot? Oh shit, I didn't make any option. Oh, well, that's what happens when you don't pick anything. Alright. So we have to save one of them? Can we not just let both of them get shot?
Put out that fire!
Head off Bane. You want Harley to die? Yeah, okay, fair enough. And we can take the opportunity later to beat up Bane mano a mano, like we owe him.
A warrior's death!
We can beat him into unconsciousness as Batman.
Bane!
Bane, quick, don't get shot. Let Harley get shot.
Be careful not to get in my way. Secure the cargo.
Imagine Harley just got shot in the head, fell down dead. Be pretty amazing. So we're in the truck with Bane, and I guess if we chose to head off Harley,
Fine.
then we'd be in the truck with Harley,
Get you.
and Bane would have been left.
You have gotta be.
Is she just gonna get shot, like, immediately? Oh no, Joker is sad. An unstable Joker. Perish the thought. Bad signal. Gotta go, guys, but it's been fun. Gotta go give kissies to Commissioner Gordon.
jail tonight, Wayne. Better than that.
Yeah, fuck you, you
Yammer,
annoying
yammer
ass
bee.
New Jersey bit.
How
Oh,
good we
I'm
would
assuming
be,
you mean.
Mark.
Whatever that message is
We need to
supposed to
get
be. I
Harley.
like it. I
Now.
like the energy.
Impossible. She's dead. Or in jail.
So we break her out.
Either way works for
And
me.
if she's dead,
You better hope she's not.
Quick Joker fight Bane.
We have to help her.
Soften him up for me.
She'll be expecting us.
I'm sorry,
I'm sorry,
but
John, we can't. What's done is done.
listen to your friend.
Bruce, this is Harley.
That's enough. Save your breath.
Joker, you'll feel
We have
better
the
if you
cargo.
just never
Let's
mention
get
her
this
again.
over with.
Never think about or mention her ever
You'll
again.
regret this, Bane.
Cool, that's two
Forget
people
him.
that want to fight Bane.
We have a job to do. This key is yours, no?
Maybe Joker and I can team up to punch Bane in
Open
the
the
face.
box. Be quick.
The box we've all been waiting for.
It is
Imagine
sad
if he was
to see a
alive.
legend so, but there is no other way. At least now, we finally have everything we need. Riddler will open the path to us once the thief brings the last piece.
I'll open any path for the right price.
Hey, I know her. That is the dramatic end of episode 2. Us and 33.9% of players left Alpha feeling stressed. Oh no, that's no good. Wow, 99.8% of players left Walter feeling content. That might be the single most overwhelming stat I've ever seen in one of these games. Gonna hop off? Yeah, no problem, Ezra. Thanks for tuning in, it was a lot of fun. I'll catch you later. I'll finish reading off the stats here, and I'll hop off too. 39.8% of players left Harley feeling angry. Weird that that's in the minority. You and 18.3% of players left Tiffany feeling freaked out. Really? It's interesting that the majority was in the opposite direction. I feel like it was really easy to freak her out. And 81.1% of players left Gordon feeling worried. He's a pretty easy guy to worry. We left John sad. Okay, fair enough. He's also very emotionally unstable. Wow, that's almost evenly split. That's really cool. Those are the best kinds of choices. I like how they have more and more of these options available for each episode, it feels like. Some of these I didn't even know they were options. Wow, 95% of players did the pinky swear. Cool. Alright, thank you for tuning in. I will catch you next time.